What if you didn't need a backyard, a farm, or even a patch of dirt to feed yourself? Just a balcony, a few pots, and the right 7 crops. Most people in apartments believe they're completely at the mercy of the grocery store. No land, no garden, no options. But that's a lie, and an expensive one. There are crops you can grow in containers on a small balcony that produce food again and again and again. A renewable supply that never truly stops. 7 survival crops that turn a few square feet of concrete into real, lasting food security. Number 6 gives you genuine survival calories from a single bucket. And number 7 needs no yard, no sunlight, and no growing season at all. It can feed you in days, even in the dead of winter. The bonus at the end shows you how to tie all 7 together into a balcony that never stops feeding you. Let's get into it. If you're new here, this channel is about one thing: helping anyone, no matter how little space they have, grow real food and stop depending entirely on a grocery store. Here's the lie that keeps millions of people trapped. We're told that growing your own food requires land, a yard, acreage, a homestead in the country. And if you live in an apartment, the message is clear: you can't do this, so don't even try. Just keep shopping. But think about who benefits from that belief. A city full of people convinced they can't grow a single thing is a city of permanent dependent customers. Nobody profits from teaching a renter that a sunny balcony can become a tiny renewable farm. There's no money in your self-sufficiency. And here's the truth they leave out. For most of history, people in cramped cities grew food on rooftops, in windows, in pots and crates, and any container they could find. Real food in tiny spaces out of necessity. That knowledge never died. It was just buried under the idea that you have to buy a house first. You don't. You need a balcony, a few containers, and 7 crops. Today, I'm handing them to you. Before we dig in, if you want real food security even without a yard, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. This channel is proof that anyone, anywhere can grow their own food. And tell me in the comments, how big is your growing space? A full balcony, a tiny ledge, or just a windowsill? There's no wrong answer, and by the end, you'll know exactly what to grow in it. Balcony crop number 1, cut and come again leafy greens. This is where your balcony becomes a salad bowl that refills itself. Lettuce, kale, Swiss chard, spinach, mustard greens. These are the foundation of small space food, and the secret is in how you harvest them. You don't pull up the whole plant. You snip the outer leaves and leave the center to keep growing. Cut, wait a few days, cut again, over and over for months. Here's why it's an infinite balcony crop. A single shallow container of greens can feed you fresh leaves continuously through an entire season. 1 packet of seeds, a window box or pot, and you stop buying those overpriced plastic clamshells of greens that wilt in days. Homegrown leaves are fresher, more nutritious, and free after the first sowing. To grow them, you barely need anything. A container a few inches deep, some potting mix, and a spot that gets even partial sun. Greens are forgiving. They'll produce in less light than most crops, which makes them perfect for shadier balconies. How much space does this take? Almost none. A single box on a railing is enough. One honest tip: sow a few seeds every couple of weeks. So as older plants tire, new ones are already coming up. That's how you make the harvest truly endless. Number 1 is a self-refilling salad bar growing in a box on your balcony. Balcony crop number 2, green onions, the crop you literally never have to buy again. This one feels like a cheat code. The next time you buy a bunch of green onions, don't throw away the white root ends. Stand them in a small glass of water on your windowsill, roots down, and within a couple of days they start regrowing. Snip the green tops for cooking and they grow right back. You can do this again and again from the very same roots. Here's why it's an infinite balcony crop. It's the ultimate renewable food. One purchase becomes an endless supply. Move them into a small pot of soil instead of just water, and they grow even stronger, lasting far longer and giving you thicker, healthier onions for a long time. There's nothing to it. A jar, some water, or a small container of soil, and a windowsill or balcony ledge. They take up almost zero space and need very little light. Do you ever buy green onions again? Never. You grow them from what you'd have thrown in the trash. One honest tip: after several rounds of regrowing in plain water, they start to weaken, so plant them in soil to keep them vigorous for the long haul. Number 2 turns kitchen scraps into a never-ending crop on the smallest ledge you've got. Balcony crop number 3. Herbs, flavor, nutrition, and a touch of medicine that come back for years. People think of herbs as a luxury, but on a survival balcony, they're a powerhouse. They make plain survival food actually taste good, many carry real nutritional value, and the best of them are perennial. Plant once, harvest for years. Mint, chives, oregano, thyme, and rosemary will keep coming back season after season from a single pot. Basil and parsley are annuals, but you harvest them, cut, and come again all season long. Here's why they're infinite balcony crops. A handful of small pots can supply your kitchen for years, replacing the wilted, expensive packets at the store. Snip what you need and the plant simply regrows. The perennials especially are a one-time investment that pays you back again and again. They thrive in containers. In fact, mint is so aggressive that a pot is the best place for it because it can't take over. Most herbs are happy with a small pot, a bit of sun, and the occasional watering. How often do you replace them? You don't. The perennials return on their own. One honest tip: keep mint and other spreaders in their own separate pots so they don't crowd everything else out. Number 3 is years of free flavor and nutrition from a windowsill lineup of little pots. Balcony crop number 4. Beans. Protein you can grow straight up a wall. Here's the problem most balcony growers hit. Floor space runs out fast. Beans solve it by growing up instead of out. Pole beans will happily climb a string, a trellis, or your balcony railing, turning empty vertical air into a wall of food. Bush beans stay compact in a pot if you're short on height. Either way, beans give you something most container crops can't: real protein. Here's why it's an infinite balcony crop. Through the season, the more you pick, the more they produce. A steady, renewable supply of fresh beans. And here's the survival bonus. If you let some pods dry right on the plant, you get dried beans you can store for years. Fresh food now, stored protein later from the same plant. To grow them, give pole beans something to climb and a pot deep enough for roots in a sunny spot. They're tough and forgiving once established. How much floor space do beans need? Barely any. They grow into the air above the pot. One honest tip: beans are a fruiting crop, so they need a good amount of sun, around 6 hours, to really produce. Match them to your brightest spot. Number 4 is a vertical protein factory, climbing the walls of your balcony. Pause there because the next 3 are the most powerful of all. Quick pause. If this is showing you what's actually possible in a small space, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more renters and apartment dwellers who think they can't grow anything. And tell me in the comments, which of these are you trying first? Drop the number. Now stay with me because the next three include real survival calories from a single bucket and a crop that feeds you in days with no sunlight at all. Balcony crop number 5. Tomatoes, specifically cherry and dwarf varieties. If there's one crop that makes people fall in love with balcony growing, it's this. A single cherry tomato plant in a pot can produce hundreds of fruits over a season, ripening a few at a time day after day for months. The flavor of a sun-warmed homegrown tomato is something the watery supermarket version simply cannot match. Here's why it's an infinite balcony crop. As long as you keep picking, the plant keeps fruiting, giving you a continuous harvest from a container that takes up barely a corner. Choose compact, determinate, or dwarf types bred specifically for pots, and even a small balcony becomes surprisingly productive. To grow them, give a tomato a decently large pot, the bigger the better for the roots, rich potting mix, regular water, and a stake or small cage for support. Cherry types are the most forgiving and the most generous for beginners. When does a healthy tomato plant stop giving? Not until the cold does. It just keeps producing. One honest tip: tomatoes are sun lovers and heavy feeders, so put them in your brightest spot and feed them regularly, and they'll reward you all season. Number 5 is a fruiting machine in a single pot, a corner of your balcony turned into months of food. Balcony crop number 6, the one I promised you. Real survival calories from a single bucket. Potatoes. Here's what makes this one special. Greens and herbs keep you healthy, but in a true food emergency, you need calories, the energy your body actually runs on, and almost no other container crop delivers them like the potato. You can grow a genuinely meaningful amount of food in a grow bag or a 5-gallon bucket on your balcony. One seed potato can multiply into pounds of potatoes from a single container. Here's why it's an infinite balcony crop. Save a few of your harvested potatoes and they become next season's seed. Plant them again, and the cycle never ends. Free, renewable calories grown on concrete. The method is simple and almost fun. Put a few inches of soil in a deep bucket or grow bag, set in a seed potato, and as the plant grows, keep adding soil up around the stems. That buried stem produces more potatoes. At the end, you tip the whole bucket out and harvest a pile of food. How much land does this take? None. A single bucket on a balcony. One honest tip: use proper seed potatoes when you can, since some store potatoes are treated to resist sprouting. And make sure your bucket has drainage holes in the bottom. Number 6 is survival calories you can literally grow in a bucket, again and again, forever. Balcony crop number 7, the finale, and maybe the ultimate apartment survival crop. Microgreens and sprouts. This is the one that breaks every excuse. No yard, no balcony sunlight, no growing season, none of it matters. Microgreens and sprouts grow indoors, on a shelf or a countertop, and they're ready to eat in days, not months. They are the fastest food you can possibly grow. Here's why it's the ultimate infinite crop. You can grow them year-round, no matter the weather outside, even in the dead of winter when nothing else will grow. Start a new tray every few days, and you'll have a constant rolling harvest forever. And don't let the size fool you. These tiny seedlings are often dramatically more nutrient-dense than the full-grown vegetable, packing serious nutrition into just days of growth. To grow microgreens, scatter seeds thickly on a shallow tray of soil or a damp growing pad, keep them moist, and snip them with scissors in a week or two. Sprouts are even simpler. Just seeds rinsed in a jar. Do you need sun, soil, or a single inch of outdoor space? You don't. One honest tip, and it matters. Sprouts grown in a moist jar can harbor harmful bacteria if you're not careful, so use clean water, rinse them well, and often keep everything spotless. And know that soil-grown microgreens, which you cut above the soil line, are generally the lower risk choice. Number 7 is fresh, nutrient-packed food in days. Year-round, in the darkest corner of the smallest apartment, the closest thing to truly infinite food security there is. Now, the bonus I promised you, how to tie all 7 together into a balcony that never stops feeding you. Look back at the list. Greens, onions, herbs, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, microgreens. Notice how they fit together. They're not random. They cover every base. Greens, herbs, and microgreens for fresh nutrition that's always coming in. Beans for protein, potatoes for calories, and almost everyone is renewable. It regrows, reseeds, or replants itself, so the supply never truly ends. Here's the principle that makes it work. Layer your space and stagger your planting. Grow up, not just out. Beans and tomatoes climbing, pots on shelves and railings, trays indoors. And never plant everything at once. Start a little something every week or two, so as one crop finishes, the next is already coming on. That's the real secret to infinite, and not one big harvest, but a constant rolling supply that never stops. Now, one honest truth, because I respect you, a single balcony won't replace every calorie you eat. What it will do is make you far less dependent, far more resilient, and far harder to starve out. A renewable safety net that no store closure or price spike can take away. And it grows from there. Match your crops to your light, greens and microgreens for shade, the fruiting crops for sun, and use every single inch. So here's your one action this week. Don't wait for the perfect setup. Grab one container, plant one crop from this list, start with greens or green onions, and just begin. Your balcony farm starts with a single pot. So let's run them back, because a list like this only matters if you actually plant one. Number 1, cut and come again greens, a salad bowl that refills itself for months. 2, green onions, kitchen scraps regrown into a never-ending supply. 3, herbs, years of free flavor and nutrition from little pots. 4, beans, vertical protein climbing your walls with extra to dry and store. 5, cherry and dwarf tomatoes, a fruiting machine in a single pot. 6, container potatoes, real survival calories from one bucket. And 7, microgreens and sprouts, fresh dense food in days year-round with no sun and no soil needed. 7 balcony crops, not one of them needs a yard, a farm, or anyone's permission. That's the whole point. The story that apartment dwellers can't grow food was never true. It just kept a lot of people fully dependent on the shelves. But now you know better. A few pots, a sunny corner, a shelf indoors, and you've built a renewable source of food that no landlord, no store, and no shortage can take from you. If this opened your eyes to what's possible in your space, subscribe and turn on the bell so the next one finds you. And tell me down in the comments which crop you're starting with first. I read everyone. Remember this every time someone says you need land to grow your own food. You don't need a farm to feed yourself. You need a balcony and a decision. So this week, fill one pot and plant one crop. That single container is the start of food security they can't take away. I'll see you in the next one.